picturesque Provo, Utah, LaVell Edwards Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Washington Huskies and the BYU Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaVell Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Right side, it's Watson. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hand off, Duke Watson running left. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snatches it on the right. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those 3rd downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that 3rd down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You've got to accomplish the mission.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out wide right, it's Casper. Touchdown, Cougars. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. It's inside. It's Hawkins. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. At the 45, on his way. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Huskies, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. In the backfield, it's Napier. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. And the Huskies are rolling down the field. The run inside. It's Washington. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll run it. It's Hawkins. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Send the tight end in motion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rolls right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Pass to 6. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Drops back on 1st down. Right side, it's Lyons. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Just smothered on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
On the return, it's Washington. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Just going to keep it after the snap. Got enough for the 1st down. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 40. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Williams. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll give it to Washington. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Here's Williams. Gets rid of it. Turns it upfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up.
Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. The extra point here would tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They'll run the screen. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A handoff for Watson. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. And he could not get loose on the run.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Out wide left, it's Lyons. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Trying to get the corner. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Here's a give to Watson. Stopped right there.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, ready. Go.
Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Throws for the tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Coverage unit all over him. Stopped immediately. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Now on the move. Breaks into the open. The 40. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll work his way down to the 28. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Throws it off the RPO. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's a give to Washington. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. DB's right up on the receivers. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Here's Williams to throw. Fires into the end zone. Almost had a pick in the end zone.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
On the move. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Got his man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Escapes the pressure going right. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Left side is Watson. He's stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the 1st down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And they did tack on the extra point.
BYU 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can't hang on, he muffs it. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. On the move at the 30. Into the second. Touchdown, Washington. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Wolverines in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's inside the 40. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
They'll give it to Washington. Turp got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Washington! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Out wide right, it's Watson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll give it to Watson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Right side, it's Phillips. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They're working that left side, and BYU will get the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Wants to throw again. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down.
Man, and you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. The fake and wants to throw. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, and that one stings, right? Like, you're a receiver, it's 4th down, understanding where the sticks are, you do everything right except for the last part, man. Just lose concentration, maybe take your eye off the football a little bit. And some drops are big, and some are bigger. And that was a big one on 4th down to drop that football when he had the first down.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turns it on in midfield. Caught, and he's got room. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll give it to Washington. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, it's Watson. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Just left that ball well short. Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. Looking to throw for it. Rush right in his face. Out wide right, it's Phillips. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to the run, it's Watson. Ran through the contact. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
They'll run with Watson. Touchdown, Cougars! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Here comes the two-point try. He'll take it himself. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Throwing, Williams. Gets a hand in there.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mid on the football.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
Stepping to the right. Just got rid of that one.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He's never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Moves the pocket. It's Bachmeier. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Williams, look out. Makes the grab. There he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Running inside. It's Washington. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might as well run him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They want to run this quarterback. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Williams. Quickly out to the tight end. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Right side, it's Washington. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. And the beatdown has ensued. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Washington 44, BYU 18.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeyer. Finds his back in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. And the Huskies in the hurry-up. Here's Williams to throw. Finds his target. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The handoff. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.